Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Bookshelf roast. This time, done through the Discord server. Typically, we have them submitted on Twitter, but because of Twitter slowly turning more and more into a perpetual dumpster fire, and also a decent number of you saying, hey, I don't have a Twitter twatter, what should I be doing? We switched over to Discord for maybe just this one. Maybe we'll do the subreddit next time. That's right, there is a subreddit. But this is like the 20th Bookshelf roast? You know how this works. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to today's sponsor. Just to make sure you pay attention. Don't know when this will go off. This video is brought to you by Campfire, my most consistent and impressive sponsor in the history of the channel. I can legally say that because I feel like it. And it's a very exciting time for Campfire. Not only are they, in my opinion, the most powerful writing software in existence to help you organize and orchestrate your fantasy or sci-fi writing endeavors. Perfectly honestly, you could use it for like D&D campaigns, anything really, it's brilliant. But they've also kept the choose your own price model where you can continue to download incredible amounts of their software for a price you name, and also all of it is currently free on their mobile app, ad-free. So if you're annoyed by this right now, guess what you won't be annoyed by in their mobile app? You've heard me say it all before, from language development, artifact management, character organizers, timeline, and just the ability to write out your story. Campfire brings it all to the table with a community behind it to help you get up and running with the software as quickly as possible. And if you've noticed from the screen recording behind me, they've also massively overhauled the look of their software, meaning it's sleeker and more efficient to use than ever in preparation for some very exciting updates that they are rolling out that I not only like as a customer, but as a creator and author in the publishing space. It's going to be a very exciting time to be a member of Campfire very soon. So if you would like to go ahead and increase your productivity when crafting your fantasy worlds and go ahead and prepare to finally get that fantasy epic done, or just run the most organized D&D campaign in the history of your life, go ahead and check out the links in the description down below and join the Campfire community today, and you can get up and just running with it if you check out their tutorial videos or just talk to people in their Discord server like that. Back to the video. Oh, I guess it just didn't blow. Okay, kicking things off here, we have what looks to be a pretty typical Funko Pop infused bookshelf, though there is also what looks like a plastic broom wrapped up in additional plastic, or is that real wood? It might be real wood. And then on the second image, we have more figurines and some good boys. Aside from the grotesque Funko Pop collection, the biggest cardinal sin of this shelf, I would say, is just being rather bland. Though I do love shelves that are actually built into walls. I think that's sick. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Funko Pops are still outweighing that though, and drag this down to a C-. Stop with the plastic garbage. Editor, if you're a Funko Pop fan, this is not gonna be good for you. Okay, Foxy, we have a couple military helmets, a few books, and somehow a slightly postured to be sad figurine. I don't know how you managed to capture such deep sadness in a tiny wooden man, but dear God, that's straight out of Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I'm gonna be honest, I wish I could be more generous, but you know, this is a D-. This is actually something a little bit new here, coming from Jerthos. I think this is an openable bookshelf, which is absolutely awesome. Although there is a bunch of DVDs in here too, so that's a cardinal sin. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a B+, just because it's pretty darn neat, and I'm willing to reward neat. Okay, so there's some Funko Pops here, which I don't like. Normally, I don't like this skinny of shelves, but you've done so much with the lighting here, it's pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a C. It's fine. It's neat, and it's well put together. Not my taste. Hey, we're in the early 2000s and we got a fisheye lens. You have subtly put my book cover over here, which I do appreciate. Thank you. I love me some Tigger and Winnie the Pooh, the Santa Claus outfits, and now wait, I'm realizing there's more and more that is Christmassy here. Did you say you just took this photo? I assume you took this photo around Christmas because your Christmas tree is still up? If not, seek Jesus, or seek less Jesus. I'm gonna say, especially because you have the typical camera on a shelf, which everyone knows is super cliche, but it also just kind of works and we all appreciate it, that this is a good B-, though I think Mickey Mouse is dead over there from a bender that went too hard. We have another first. God. All right. Literally everything that could possibly have gone wrong has gone wrong in this photo. First of all, please wipe down your fridge before you take the time to take the photo, to have your fridge put in front of literally tens of thousands of people. Let's go ahead and look at this book placement, which is to have books in front of the chip cabinet above the fridge. I might actually rather see the books on the floor, but I am somehow managed to be made a little bit jealous here because you actually have the entire Expanse series with the same spine, which I still don't. So, oh my god, but it keeps getting worse. We're not done because you also have the bookshelf placement additionally. Is very infuriating because there's things behind it that aren't even just posters like we saw in the last bookshelf roast where someone decided to just block off their posters with their bookshelves, and instead it's a sport being constrained and no longer playable. We're then opening cabinets and finding books. You know what? For the beauty of the chaos, I'm gonna give you the scene from Blade Runner where the guy has the monologue in the rain. You fill me with that type of sadness, but that's special, so feel good about that. I'm getting such a deep look into your life here. It's kind of fascinating. One, for the love of God, move those pictures from being out from behind your bookshelf. It takes a hammer, the nail that's already in the wall, and 30 seconds of your time. This is frustratingly okay. I'm gonna say you get a C.5. I don't know what that means, but it's what you get. This is adorable. Coziest space of the day so far. I don't have a whole lot to say about this except for the lights. Not my particular preferred style. It's okay. It's really cute. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a C+. Is that a popcorn maker that hasn't been used since someone gave it to you as a gift years ago, but you're just not having a whole lot of things to decorate your shelves with, so you put that up top? You know what? The more I look at it, the more I realize this is just someone with kids, and I need to not judge too harshly because you actually have some organization and some presentation here, and the fact that you managed to have that when I think you have young children. And because I think this is a parent who's managed to keep a book collection somewhat safe when they have a child in the house, I'm going to give you a B out of respect. Chris, I have so many problems with you, my guy. Chris, okay. You clearly love your books. You clearly really like your shelf. You have put a good amount of time and effort into making this come across like something that this is one of your main hobbies and passions. You have expensive Lord of the Rings editions in here. And then we get to the bottom shelves. Chris, this is your pride and joy. This is your representation of the love for the worlds and the works of the authors that you follow. And at the bottom, it looks like a paper shredder took a what the f? The devil's in the detail, Chris. And the devil is all up in your shelf. This needs an exorcism. That's your grade. Give your shelf an exorcism. First one hasn't been added to in 5 years while in grad school. So this is your shelf at home, and here is your shelf while you're at grad school. I have a suspicion that the reason the books are in here are for their own safety, because HK42, you might have a bit of party friends, and if there's people coming over to your place, you got stuff going on the weekends, you don't want your books to get damaged, I can appreciate that. If you are someone who is having ragers at least once a month, this is fine. If it's someone who know you've just put them in here because you didn't think to have the books properly displayed in your apartment, D. Oh, this looks like it's straight out of an Ikea display. B. It's pretty. Oh, I really like the color organization up top. And you got like, how many times do I have to tell you all? If you have evidence of having a pet and you don't include a picture of the pet, it's an instant F. Show me your kitty. And by that I mean pussy, your cat. You know what I mean? Okay, here's how you take a photo of a shelf. You approach the shelf, right? You hold your camera at a level, eye line to chest line height. You take the photo. You don't do this while you're taking the photo. It looks like the last view that one of Dahmer's victims had. This is just terrifying. That's an anxiety-inducing close space. And then you got a little teapot. I like a little teapot. Teapot's charming and nice. This is giving me anxiety because it's also double stacked and confined. You need a wider shelf. Make it wide. I'm gonna say D. I don't like it. God, manga fans are insane. Maybe it's just because how colorful manga covers tend to be, but good lord, do manga fans display their love for manga like no one else. This is got some side stackage, but like I can't. You also have one of the few faults manga fans also do frequently, haha, is too much knackage. You, absolutely not too much knackage. There's barely any knackage to be seen. I might even suggest slightly more knackage. I'm not giving you an A+, but I'm giving you an A, because that is very impressive. That is just a pile of books. I'm giving you, that's a pile of books. Good God, do you know how to... I didn't think I'd ever have to do this. That's how you put a book on a shelf. What Jay has done here is basically this. That's not how you do that. F, and I want to rescue your books from you from a helicopter. Mano? No. No. If the last guy I said the devil was in the details for was allowed to manifest for like 5 more years, just metastasizing, I think that's a word that means something, this would be the end result. And you couldn't even put up like a nice wallpaper on your desktop, something even like first-year YouTubers know to do when they're making a video that's gonna go in front of like 80 people. And instead I'm looking at Google. I just sometimes look at some people's bookshelves, and I know I wouldn't like them as people. That's what you get out of 10. This is why I give parents a break. This is not their fault. All of this could have been done by a child in 7 minutes flat. I've babysat children. They are tornadoes with pulses. Oh my lord. Yep, there's the, okay, there's, train room or vice versa, if we're being honest. I'm gonna be real. I get it. I get it. And what the review and the ranking you are getting is, I'll watch your kid while you take a nap. That's what you get. There will be a mess. I'm not going to stop the kid from making a mess, but I'll make sure it doesn't, like, you know, jump off a couch. Once again, this could, like, remember in the last bookshelf roast where it was like, oh, that could be an art piece of sadness? Art piece of sadness. I don't know if you did that on purpose or not. If so, well done. If not, oh. This is as much as I could fit my grandparents' bookshelf. That's actually not true. Here's a really interesting thing you can do. If you're close to something and you're like, oh, I need to fit more of it in the frame. That works, believe it or not. And I think you're lying to me and this is a Getty image, because that's such a weird excuse to have this specific angle. I don't know. I think you're a liar. That's my roast. You're a liar. This is actually really nice for having Funko Pops. You're a big Indiana Jones fan. Is this Noah? Noah, my co-host of my second channel, The Discussion, we just talked about Gone with the Wind. You can go check out that channel if you want to. I wouldn't make a lot of the choices, but I could respect well-executed, not my taste. And this is well-executed, not my taste. I'm gonna give you a B+. Oh, you gave me the cat. Immediate A. I don't even, yep, shelves are fine. Again, giving you an A because you showed me the cat. This is a good bookshelf, and I like that you put it in yourself. I really like seeing people put high-effort shelves in like that themselves. I want to do it one day. I'm still rocking Ikea shelves that I want to upgrade, so yeah, I like this. I think it's well done, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you a double thumbs up. That's your roast. Oh my god. I think a mad wizard just sent us their library. I love it. This is beautiful chaos. This is a mess that I'm not mad at. This is like stunning. I really enjoy this. I want to sleep in this room, roll over, just blindly grab a book, pull it on that couch, and read it. This is nice. B-. Mainly because, you know, still clean. Oh my god, that is one of the coolest decorations I've ever seen. Is that a kite? That is sick. Everything's well organized. Good level of knackage, but no Funko Pops. Sword is hanging. Not a whole lot of leaners. Well filled out enough. And good taste in music. I dare say this is an A+. First of all, sell half of your hats. No one's head needs that much diversity to it. And also, don't hang your clothing in front of your books. There's gotta be a better place. Hang it on the door. What is this, a hostage situation? I don't need to see that. What? Here's your drawer of books. It's not even, organize them. You don't deserve to own these books. That's great backdrop for a podcast. A. I appreciate the effort, Austin. That looks great. Nice. I really want to play board games in this room. I feel so comfy cozy. Love it. D&D sessions absolutely have happened here. Oh, and there's D&D books. Yes, they have. A. Love it. Beautiful. Oh my God. Immediate A+ for creativity and execution. That is commitment. I would never put it in my house, but if I saw it in someone's house, I would want to hang out with them. Respect. That's really cool. I am going to roast real quickly to finish this off the first person to submit a shelf this day. And it's pretty dang good. I especially like your old dice rolling tray. That's really nice. And I like how you made these two shelves work next to each other with this small table. I wouldn't have thought of that, and it really works. You get an A. Thank you everyone for tuning on in for this bookshelf roast. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Check out my recent hour-long Berserk video here on the channel. Yes, that did get released. YouTube just doesn't notify people about that. And like and subscribe if you have not already. Check out my books if you're interested in supporting my authorial career, and hit the Patreon if you want to just support the YouTubey content. Have a good one, y'all. Goodbye!